wallahi kino mbalayirira Museveni waba yanyiga nti bamubika Museveni yafadda kati mumuloze ensaine omukulembeze Museveni takyategeera byakola kati Museveni ne Maiti waliwo enjawulo mbunjo okunoonya ababloga njo okunoonya abambika Museveni ne Maiti tewali njawulo Museveni is as good as dead Museveni waba mulamu yaba mufu byebimu because he cannot put to account the culprits abantu ababyesereza omuwomuso Museveni tabakwatako but mwebaza babba sente Museveni tabakwatako badana atwina bakwata ababba sente Museveni tabakwatako kati Museveni akola mulimu ki Museveni is as good as dead. What the tiger Museveni doesn't want to be said nti mufu na ate Museveni is as good as dead. Dana atwine bamuwasendo okugula ebitanda binamu 1200 yagulako ebitanda 1300. So Diana was in deficit of 39,000 beds. Ngati ziliwo. Diana was in deficit of 39,000 beds. Ngati ziliwo. Museveni natavayo mugambako mukuba ku mukono bamugambako anything questioning anything. Kati Museveni ne Maiti nga yefuga walonja uluki. Maiti nga yefuga ne Museveni, what's the difference? Mulekera ututiisa. We are not stupid. You're not doing anything for the country ogamambo okubika sawa kukunyezizza nnyo. Museveni obudde bwamala ngoyogera kukubika lwaki tuwayogera kwa atwine. Abbye sente ez'ebitanda 39,000 emitwalo 3 omuntu gwe bawo okugula ebitanda emitwalo 1200 n'agulako ebitanda emitwalo n'agulako ebitanda 3,000 beds. Nabanga ina deficit ya bitanda emitwalo 39 toyogera kwoyo. But you're looking for those who are announcing you dead. Mighty chesingeyo cause if you cannot question Diana ati Museveni oswaza nnyo. Yamubuuza lwatu nga ne kamera ziraba. Diana atwine nayimuka. That's why mu Uganda mulimba untouchable. Diana atwine nayimuka ne Museveni amutya. Namugamba your excellency we purchased 3,000 beds. Museveni aba kazinda unaga natula wansi. Kati Museveni che wakola ekyo kyokka you as good as dead. Ide mukange yo musina ntogenda bano onyaba bika Museveni. Museveni omusajja yavaayo n'agamba nti ensi teyina mukulembeze. Kubanga omukulembeze gwe twalonda is Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu. That is the point. Wetugamba Uganda teyina mukulembeze, we are implying and we are meaning that Museveni is not the elected president. The elected president of the Republic of Uganda is His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu. So we have a vacuum of leadership. We have a vacuum in the presidency of Uganda because the legitimate elected president, His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, si ali mu bukulembeze. That means we have a vacuum of leadership of presidency in Uganda. Tuna vacuum ya presidency in Uganda. Omukulembeze alina okubeera mu ntebe yo si agirimu. Kiba kitegeeza Uganda teyina mukulembeze right now. We have a vacuum of leadership of presidency. Eyentebe ya President Bobi Wine. Ya President Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu. Kati wetuva ntugamba Museveni yafadda ne tukubika. We are not doing it by mistake. No. Because the entebe togirimu legitimately. If we come out and say we have a vacuum of presidency in Uganda, nti president taliwo, ntelujogera mubi. Kubanga abantu bamanyi president wabe gwe balonda Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu si ali mu bukulembeze right now. Wewangamya. Wabba akalulu byabaka manakulangira on gunpoint. Bannange tetujja kwogera birungi byerere ku Museveni. No. Ne mukene naye enva. Ne mukene naye bamulya. Because if you look at the people right now who are defending Museveni, tebalina byakwogera cause they have failed completely on the pandemic. Bafailinze. And after the failure, basaba more money and more money and more money in billions. Kati Museveni sebo woba toli Maiti etudde mu ntebe eyo tukuyite kitata. What should we call you? Museveni what oli mighty. Ngoli mwe entebe nga you cannot act upon the problems. Tukuyite kitata. Tukuyite chi? Tukuyite mboli Museveni ossa. Museveni jeno Museveni assa. No. He was good as dead. Ochitegera. Museveni sawa zino okubeera mu ntebe eyo nga talina kyakolamu because Museveni is doing nothing in being president. He's doing nothing completely in Uganda. Webabayo ba scientists ne bamugamba galawo nga galawo. Webabayo ne bamugamba gulawo na gulawo. Webabayo ne bamugamba kati muzeyi kino kiba gulayo helicopter nga gulayo. Muzeyi gulayo emundu nga gulayo. He doesn't question as to why he's buying guns. He doesn't question the problems of Ugandans. He doesn't question the standards of living of Ugandans. Bad advisor chabamugambe lero fura muhozi Commander Land Forces ngamufura Commander Land Forces muhozi lero fura mbadi Commander CDF nga okakanya abeka sese ngamufura kati Museveni sebo. If you're doing stupid decisions, you as good as a dummy, and the dummy is as good as a dead body. Ochitegera mufu ekyo kimuluma ekyo kumuyita omufu kimuluma naye ali muzikwesibansi za mufume mwazanyira ekyo kumuyita omufu kimuluma yecyanze I'm going to tell security forces to look for those ones. Whoa, Museveni inze nafirwa jjajja wange newe ofiro omuntu you feel dying is very cheap. Ochitegera wofiro omuntu goyagala you feel dying is very cheap. Wofiro omuntu kati Museveni omuyita maiti mbo omugenzi Museveni nti omugenzi tibo habulwa gomanyi omuntu okuyita omugenzi nga nawe owulira nti ndi mugenzi kimuluma kimuyitsa bubi. Ochitegera ne bwana ekyanga ne bwana akola ki Museveni alinga ataliwo. The things that are happening in Uganda terina mukulembeze, Uganda terina president. Kyovula buli omwajja nabba ba Andrew Mwenda ne babba omukyala n'ava Italy n'agamba musimanya I'm coming to invest in simanyi imagine Parliament stood in for this investor, so-called investor from Italy. Naga ne wola sente mu World Bank. Billions of money. Mbu is coming to invest to build a hospital in Lubowa. Teri commencing nga forward. Nenga ate effectual security. It was the parliament that stood in. Government ya Uganda ya standing in a security mu World Bank ne bamuwola sente okuzimbidwa lero Lubowa. Era President Kyagulanyi yatugamba nti ffe banna Uganda ffe security yabo abasajja okwewola sente okubba. Kubanga bateekayo ffe nti ffe tujja sasula. Techikomensi ngangako. Lubowa Hospital Project techikomensi ngangako. Ninga tuina president. Tuina mighty oba tuina president yefuge gwanga. Tuina mighty oba tuina Museveni ya mwali afuga. Bannange. Museveni. Wefize byaddala. Tumanye nti you're dead. Because you are as good as dead. Toina chokola wo. You put your relatives in position whereby you cannot punish them, you cannot crack a whip on them. Buli wamu ojuzawo bakojjawo ba anti bo bakazini bo ba mwana wa kojja mwala wa senga mwala wa gundi jjajja wa jjajja. You cannot stand up no bagambo manyi that is wrong. Nze newuunya tibu habulwa jjajja tibu nakwewuunya nnyo. Okubuuza Diana atwine ebitanda bye baaguze. Nakugamba ku bitanda 14,200 nti alinako ebitanda 3,000 and you went back and sat down. I'm still wondering up to now. Nti Museveni Diana atwine yayogera maaso go nga ne kamera ziraba nti we purchased 3,000 beds. No down no tula. And you did nothing. Byakomaawo. Which president are you? That means oli mighty eri awe tudde mu ntebe oli mighty. Oli mighty eri awe tudde mu ntebe eri awe tayina kyeriko. Akitegera. Omuntu omanya kati saazo Jacob Zuma ali mukomera. singo mukulembeza amanya nti bannaye wenkola ebekisiru wenvaako bayinza okunteeka mu kkomera naye lwakuba Museveni akimanyi nti ye tasuubira kuvaako. Museveni takerangako n'aloota nga si president. No, Museveni takerangako n'aloota nga si president. Ate ne ba Franka tumwebaze ne ba Diana Atwine, they still with impunity because they have never dreamt Museveni nga si president. Badreaming nga balaba balina absolute powers. Tebadreaming nga kubanga wobo dreaming ko oba n'oloota nti Museveni tajja kuba president mu myaka 2 okuva kati oba mu mwaka gumu okuva kati oba myezi 6 okuva kati otandika okendeza ku speed gy'obbirako. Naye bo babba with the absolute impunity bakimanyi Museveni tajja kuvaako. Diana Atwine Museveni ajja kuvaako ate mujja kulomba cause mu investinze mu Uganda, apartment muzimbye mu Uganda, ezo simanyi zi hostel ze makere ku mubuzi muzimbye mu Uganda. So you having a long time to go. Mumanyidde banna Uganda, mubbye sente, mubbye zemmere, mubbye mugabidde abana Uganda ebijanjala ebivundu, mubbye biki, mubbye buli kimu, but time for accountability is coming. Tata kapapala. You are as good as dead. You are as good as dead. Museveni, you are as good as dead. Ati tuliko buko. Tunawomya bwewomya tuliko buko. Museveni, you are as good as dead. Yes. Kati mbusimanyi tujja batekako abanonyi wa you are as good as dead. Omusajja mutade eri ku taski motanso kanda lumbuye mbuyabika Museveni lumbuye tabika nko Museveni kati feka tumugambe nti is good as dead. Musajja mutade eri ku taski alikwewozaako simanyi alikwewozana kaba abawa explanation sivika nko Museveni. Wa fuditotaga ku explaininga Museveni mufu is as good as dead. Omuntu ata actinga ku problems ezirume eggwanga ngato actinga tolina kyo actinga ko nekimu. Tonya cho actinga ko wadi nechimu buli kigwawo gobero tude butuzi obodi eri that means you're conniving with these people to steal the country. Chitegera. So Tibo Habula jajja Tibo, you're as good as dead, you're as good as mighty. Tutujja kubika nawe. Shit. Tunayogera birungi byerere. Tutujja kubika. With the Tamale Junior. Wacha! Nze tebanga kangamba simanyi wabika Museveni wa. Si omusajja tunemujja n'agamba n'okugamba naye mumpe video ngambika Museveni wa nagezaako n'okwogera bambi n'abagamba banene sibika nko Museveni. Nze nikati Museveni n'omufu balina njawulo ki? Takutte ku babbi, ababbi abalesi bayinaayina. Bali kuba abantu amasasi Brenda Nantongo jozi bamukuba amasasi Katumba naye nasimatuka buli kibo kubanga Museveni commander in chief Museveni yali questionable of all these things. Bunaba manyi buli kigenda masa akimanyi ababa center abamanyi tena kyasobola bakola kubanga abakazi nimbe basengayo bajajjayo ba mwana wa jajja mwana wa senga wa kojja tena kyasobola bakola. That's why the country is rotten to the core. That's why Diana Atwine akwato bumbi bina obulina okugula ebitanda n'abuteeka mu nsawo prime minister ne office ne bakwata obuwumbi 5 mu bubiri mbagabira abantu 10,000. That is the level of that is the level of impunity, stealing with impunity. Nti Diana Atwine akutta obuwumbi bina obulina okugula ebitanda 4,000 ebitanda 4,000 n'abuteeka mu nsawo ne muvaayo kujerega abantu ntugenda baye 10,000 for the remaining 35 days. Kumanyira bantu mbune obo ina abana mukaga tugenda ku 10,000 n'obo ina abana 8 tugenda ku 10,000 n'obo ina abana 10 tujja ku 10,000 kumanyira bantu nga Diana Atwine ye muntu omu atuto obumbi bina which is supposed to buy hospital beds. Mwana Museveni mumanyira mwana Tibo Habula mumanyira abantu mwana wakati bino babireyo mu eso semanyi biki mu zipiso za mu semanyi jiso semanyi kuso semanyi biki bintu mubiwulira nga tubyogerako mwabera ku video zino nga muzze kubega kukema kutundu kubega temuwulira bintu bino temuwulira nti Atwine yabbye 400 billion mwabera ano musimanyi katugendera be video ye tukube ebifaananyi bye tumurecording ng'ayogera mu Museveni yafudde mutemulaba Atwine nga bba ssente mwabajja kuno ku live zaffe musimanyi kamulabe katumurecording naye tumuteeke ku list katumukube ebifaananyi naye tumuteeke ku list naye tumugatte ku list ebanoonya mwe bakozesa robot mutemulaba bigenda mu maaso ayi robots temusobola kumanya nti Diana Atwine yabba 400 billion ezaali zirina okugula ebitanda emitwalo ena musimanyi nze ndi mbega nze nkolera iso bakuwa emitwalo 62 nze ndi mbega nkolera iso musimanyi $2 2 ne $2 tebiwa $115 $116 nze nkolera iso nze ndi mukasi wa Museveni kankube ebifaananyi bino simanyi kamulabe wano mu recording bwe tandika omunoonyerezaako muli mbuzi Diana Atwine muntu omu abbye 400 billion zirina okugula ebitanda emitwalo 4 one person Diana Atwine 400 billion lwakuba simanyi alina oluganda ku mukazi wa Museveni mbu simanyi mukazi wa Museveni nakola biki mukati ya Museveni tasobola mubuuza kintu kyonna kati mube batuma musimanyi mulonye simanyi munoonyereze simanyi muliyo mu safe house za musimanyi mulaba simanyi mukuba screenshot muti muyina mitwe temulaba bigenda mu maaso mu ggwanga. You fools, are you stupid? Muti mubiraba kyogamba fa bajja ku bintu byogerako batuwa Kyagulanyi tusula sente natuwa billions natugamba mugende mwogereko bigenda mu maaso mu ggwanga. We speak about these things because we are conscious of our minds. We have conscience in our minds. Our minds are conscious. Ochitegera conscience yaffe yetwetera mulino ulya mu pain no gamba mwana abantu wachi bafa mu Uganda nga bine bintu bisobola kati billion bina Atwine ze yabba manche zinzo kola mu mawuliro ge Uganda nibo gamba ozimbe buzimbi structures nibo gamba ogule buguzi madagala ogule dagala lya mwaka mulamba nga buli muna Uganda afuna obujjanja bye bwobwerere 400 billion Diana Atwine nazitwala bwogu bwomu ne kyaliwe ne ba Janet yawo ne bagabana kawo ne muhozi ne bamuwayo okitegera mwana ffe tetugenda kulekera no, we are not backing off, we are not. We tuli wano tujja byogera abavaayo kwogera ebikisiru bajja genda bagende okitegera oba simanyi tuli ba hooligans simanyi tuli basiru. Let's be hooligans. Nelson Mandela gwe batendeza saa zino mbu liberator wa Africa naye bamuyitako hooligani okitegera ne saa zino buli omu gwatendereza nti Mandela peace fighter simanyi Nobel Peace Prize simanyi biki buli kimu baakimuwa simanyi freedom fighter of Africa simanyi world freedom fighter biki byonna baabimuwa yafa abirina byonna be anchorage nga bamutimbye okitegera kati ffe saa zino katubere ba hooligans bannaye to liberating eggwanga lyaffe, then we shall be normal people. Because Museveni was also once a hooligan. Bali bayekera Museveni batumwine bani, they were once hooligans. Ate bo ba hooligans abakwata ne mundu ne batta abantu. Okitegere ba hooligans abatta abantu. Book wagamba they were the worst hooligans that Uganda has ever had. Let's be hooligans. Tubabulira amazima, tubagambe nti muli babbi, tubagambe nti you as good as dead. Kale mutunonye buli kimune mufugira mukanga, buli kimune mufugira mukanga, mukanze kanzo no mukanze kanzoli mwana busajja mmwe mwana. Ekirala kyenyagala okwogerako I've been watching these things fly around for some good time. Ndali bine bintu ngayibukavuka ku social media bidde bya muganda wange muto wange Tamale Mirundi Junior. Tamale Mirundi nga tuogera, we've been speaking for some time. Nange nja kukuba akatambi ka miso buli tata bateekayo mutsimanyi miso. nja kukuba akatambika miso obe yange ntumye jiso yange nitume jiso obe yange ntume kiso jeke kiso obe yange je jiso obe yange nitume kiso tamale mirundi Junior. You are my friend, you know that very well. Naye the path you're taking nze ngenda kwambala mwana ulichali wange. We've been speaking okuva, it's been now a year. Nyewe chiba chitagisa kwambala nze nja kwambala olika kange olika blaza kange oyina degree nange njirina, but that's not how they speak about degrees. No, that's not how they speak about degrees. Ate yange je nakola erimoko ne mathematics, erimu ne basic math. Okitegera eyo je bakola temuli math. Tamale Junior, you're my friend. Naye muganda wange speed control nafe tujja kwanalyzinga, tujja kulwanagana tukukube wansi, because nze nawe tumanyi nti you've been depending on the people abroad. You've been depending on the people abroad. Nze nawe tukimanyi. Okitegera. So woba oyogera abantu yogera mpola. Abantu abali abroad babadde bakulabirira. Era abantu bewayogere 10 nga amaze okukuba. Bantu 8 bali abroad musimanyi mama gunyu webale kunsindikirayo buyambi. So my brother, genda mpola ku bantu. I talked to you that very day nkugamba political career yo jizise. But you did not stop there. No sigala ngochakola interviews musimanyi bichi. Woba vude munupu genda kera ku machuta mbulogende. Tolwangire togamba buli omuntu kubanga ne mukujja tewalangira nti nerese. No. Kera ku machogende fe twalabira ku bikolwa byo. Watandika okogera nupu nojje kamocha nofuna kadi ebikolwa bye twabesinga ko gamba nti tamale wa nupu. Okitegera. Nze nange wendikera ku machanga nupu sicha kiziganya nabyo nga sicha kiziganya ne principal wange njakera ku machanta ambule ngende. Era ne ebikolwa benje kutandika okukola bijja kuba tebikikira nupu. Nja kuba sichayogerera nupu. Nja kuba siteka bereti ku mutwe. Nja kuba sivayo mu kamera nempagira present Kyagulanyi center mu. Nja kuba sivayo mu kamera ne nkola kintu kyonna contributing ku nupu. Nja kuba sikyasobola genda mu demonstrations. Okitegera. Mukaba nnyo nti facilitation nze nemvuga mafuta gange simanyi ngenda mu interview. Well and good. If to spending or spending $4 oba $5 novuga emmotoka nogende Washington DC no sibayo ne wekalakasa no dewaka notuka kusamana za kironge ncho inayo shift nogera nokola naye nga you're spending your money for the struggle. You're spending your money for the good of your country. No spending $5 because okweteka mu lugendo nti ogenda kwekalakasa oba New York oba Washington DC, you must have about $500 on you. Kubanga omupiira guyinza okwabika ku mukubo ogw'emmotoka gwa $250. Oyina okuteeka mu gaasi wa $nga 150. Oyina okulya. Oyina okubaako ne emergency. Okitegera. If you are in the struggle, you don't talk about musala. This is a struggle. That's why we call it a struggle. Okitegera. Museveni was in war for 5 years. Tumwine teyasaba ku musala. No. Tumwine teyasaba ku facilitation. No. Museveni amupromising nga namugamba tumwine katukekeze nyago tujja tuukeyo ng'ekintu kiyiseemu tuyokatandika okusasula emisaala. That's why they have been looting the country and they are still looting to the bonds. Okitegera. Tukyali mu lutalo. Ife twatekamu ssente zaffe ate ne tuyamba abali e Uganda. Novuga emmotoka yo nogenda DC ne wekalakasa nokubisa ebipande nokola ki no shift zo nogenda mu meeting nobeera ku Zoom nokola buli kimu ne mugenda ewa senator ne mukola buli kimu. That is for the struggle, because twagala Uganda ebeere bwere ebeere free eterere bana Uganda beyagale. Okitegeera naye imagine wabadde ne Sakozi ku interview nenga Sakozi atalaba nti oli kuba bantu bebe nyini abamu watching, because bonna abantu abali ku YouTube bonna right now abalina YouTube channels 90% those people watching videos zibateekayo bali mu diaspora. kubanga Museveni yalega date waka teri muntu asobola kulaba program ya Ibulake mu Kasafa 1 hour najimalayo ngali Kampala. It cannot happen. Teri muntu asobola kulaba program ya Sakozi ya dakika na 5 ngali Kampala. Mpuzi ngera akola mu ministry nga balina wifi ya ministry. Okitege ero ojja kulaba abantu abalaba videos nga bakola ministries balina wifi yabwerere. Diaspora ye standinze ne banna Uganda mu pandemic ne mu mbeera banna Uganda gye bali mu right now. Ekyo bola basakozi yakugamba nga atamale tovola abantu ba mu diaspora. Because achimanyi diaspora is very important. That's what Museveni, that's what Besigye was lacking. Besigye did not have a proper utilization, proper use of the diaspora community. Besigye nga bamuyita ne kuzi interviews ku Al Jazeera ku Voice of America wanga tagenda. Ebye bibazaring obongo bwange nenga omusajja yali akolerani. Cause wobolwanisa dictator ayononye gwanga first expose him to the world. Buli muntu amanye nti sente zo Museveni agenda zibba. Museveni agula byakulwanisa kutta abantu. Museveni agula tanka kukurashinga ba opponents be. Besigye did not turn up for these interviews. Museveni Besigye yafunanga zi invitation ku Al Jazeera natagenda na standing down. President Kyagulanyi zena azukusa diaspora community natulaga ntusobola okwekolamu omulimu ffe nga abali mu diaspora. Ntulemesa Museveni ebintu bingi nnyo okugenda mu maaso mu Uganda. That's why gomanyi nazali mu kiyumbe Dubai oba Abu Dhabi oba wa nawe omanya nti Museveni yewoze sente mu IMF. That's why nawe omanya nti Museveni ayagala sente mu World Bank. That's why tukera ku machane tugamba tugenda staging demonstration ku UN headquarters. Ne tukera ku machane tugenda yo during Besigye's time nga tabi mobilizing. Okitegera. So diaspora community President Kyagulanyi Center yajizukusiza na tulaga nti you have potential to control things at home. Tuina potential okuzukusa abantu ewaka. Tuina potential bamma sente. Tuina potential emesa Museveni sente zeyewolo tatadde nga Uganda you are the collateral security. Nga fe collateral Museveni bateeka yeri mu gondi mu IMF. Banna Uganda bajja kusasula mu mpeyo zino. Banna Uganda bajja kusasula mu mpeyo zino World Bank. Banna Uganda bajja kusasula UN mu mpeyo zino. Ochege nagenda mu Exim Bank simanyi bu banka bonna Museveni abwewozeemu. African Development Bank nagenda mu mpeyo zino banna Uganda bajja kusasula. Nagenda China mu mpeyo zino banna Uganda bajja kusasula. Ebyo byonna President Kyagulanyi Center mu yatuzukusiza. That is the power of the diaspora community. For abana ba YouTube yabwe for ababa viewership ne bafuna ku sente basakozi bani bagundi abo bayibulake. That's why bali awo they are surviving, they are taking care of their families because of the diaspora. Abantu bakuvemu bakwanisubscribing olabo omuntu agenda okaba maziga ku YouTube ye. Okere ku machanga abadde alina emitwalo 10 oyina abantu 105 olabo omuntu wakaba maziga. Kyovula basakozi yakimanyi bulungi diaspora eno yebayimirizaawo nagamba toyogera bwotu junior kakana tovola abantu. Psychology go wasoma muganda wange takulaganga konti psychology go wasoma sebo tata gwe wani senyo wa degree eyo psychology otakulaganga ko nti taxpayers money zisasula ba minister. I've heard your father speak about this on radio. I've heard you again speak your rhetoric, your father's rhetoric. Nti Museveni yasasula ba MP. Museveni senda zijawa. Does Museveni sell his cows? Tujemu bino bi mentality ebekisiru mwe banna Uganda. Museveni tata wa tamalo mirundi yo senior yasoko kitambuzanga. Mbu I wonder how these people start abusing Museveni and Museveni pays them. No Museveni natandiko chikwata. Era ne ku program ya Sakozi yayogedde ekyo. Museveni tatundanga kontezi wadde ne galoni ya matemu kyasule MP. No. That is all money you collect. Ne mukosa sender wave ne musindika ne batemako omusolo. Ne mukosa world limit ne musindika ne batemako omusolo. Ne musindika sente enkalo Uganda ne musindika wawa ku cash up ne musindika sente ku bichi. Museveni natema omusolo nafuna sente sasula MP. Dana atuna naye nafuna zabba. Neoli naye nafuna ne muhakanizi nafuna zabba. Noyo Matia Kachali nafuna zabba. It is because of Ugandans. tamale mirundi psychologist omusajja yasoma nnyo wazi degree gamba taatawo nawe kennyini nti sente ze basasulamu ba MP sente za muli wa musolo. That is taxpayers money. Njagala sebo psychologist yasoma nnyo mu Uganda. Webale kusoma taata. But help, let me teach you, kankuyambeko wano akatone nnyo. Gamba taatawo nawe nti sente sasula ba MP ne sente sasula ba minister. Sente ezo twaba zisonda Museveni nazi collectinga ne tuma responsibility either bazibbe oba bazikolemu ebyamakulu ebidiza bana Uganda. Mbawulidde nga mwogera ebintu ntatawo ate bonna babiri. Taatawo abeera ku radio agamba Museveni pays these people. Museveni doesn't pay these people. Museveni takwata nko sente ze. Museveni tatunanga konte ze kusasula. Museveni cannot sell his land in Chisozi mbagala sasula ba MP. No. That is taxpayers money. Ezo sente za muli wa musolo. Museveni wetugaana omuwa omusolo for 1 year. Agala government yegwa. Abantu ina jagino sasula bakozi, tena jagino sasula basomesa basawo. That is all taxpayers money. That's why I see you bragging into Museveni yamperera, Museveni yamperera. Museveni takuweereranga koba na Uganda bebakuweerera tamale junior. Ndaba nitata wagamba Museveni paid for Museveni yaweerera abaana bange. That is wrong. Panange. Tunasomesa ebintu bino paka di. Museveni takwata nko sente junior na akusasulira. That is taxpayers money. Junior, jajjawo tibuhabulwa omugenzi takwatanga ko sente na kusasulira. Museveni amala soloza sente mu banna Uganda na kwatako n'agamba nti kati zino kubanga sponsorship state house sponsorship tezitandikidde ku Museveni. Obote ya sponsoringa abo babadiru kigundu bonna baba makama nako. Government zeza abasomesa ne bagenda e Bulaya. Ne basomera eyo zabo bote. Ne bafuna scholarship za state house za government ne babasomesa. It doesn't mean nti obote yasomesa kigundu nedda. It is the taxpayers money but na Uganda basomesa kigundu. Chiringanga bujingo kuvayo na bragging ambu simanyi yasoma bujingo kitufu yasoma naye endiga ze zamusomesa kubanga yasolozanga sente mu ndiga nayo kayesasulia tuition ku Kayiwa University. Achtige so junior Museveni yakuwa sente za sponsorship no soma ku scholarship ya state house naye Museveni yatunda anteze kukusasulia school fees. That's where you mukola statement ezimu nga muli excited ku some programs netno ni ngamba na ye ba psychologist ba febe twesiga mu gwanga basome nnyo babadde kyate. Ochitegera Museveni takwata nko sente kusasulira muntu ina tuition no. Era mpulira ka Dr. Tiamale ne kwogera simanyi bichi Museveni paid for my school fees. Ahobera dance. No muntu yakusomesa abere n'atula n'agamba naye unasomesa kiwulenge kubanga zino sente bantu bazikuŋŋaanya but because omukulembeze gwe tubatwesigisa sente zaffe ne tuzimu ntugamba manyi this is the responsibility of our money. Era Museveni naye parliament wetamuwa budget alwana ajja kutabuka ajja kuyomba. Chuvula taxpayers man has seen days. Otsege Museveni parliament wenakola allocation neta mu center Museveni ajja tabuka ajja babuza sente zange ziriwa mumpe budget wano mumpe budget mumpe yokubugula mafuta ganyonyi mumpe yokuchala mumpe budget yoku donation Museveni ajja tabuka. Museveni lwaki tagamba bantu muleke this time round njatunda ente zange lwaki tula nerabirire mu office yange. That's why you hear musimanyi buli lunaku state house yakosa 300 million. That is taxpayers money. That's taxpayers money. Sente za mwi wa musolo. Museveni nakera ku machana agamba 300 million zenga babuli nako oba zenkosa mu grocery oba zalya buli nako state house the spending simanya amazzi simanyi buli nako state house ekosa million emu mazzi I mean million 10 mazzi state house amasanyalaze ekosa million 15 lunako okitegera. That is because Bannayuganda bamusasulira ebintu ebyo. Muhozo okuba mukyana mu mukaaga tagulanga kanda party. Bannayuganda bamugulira nda party. Muhozo okuba tatawe yafuuka president ne yewangamya mu ntebe. Muhozo tagulanga kanda party. Kubanga muhozo takwata nko sente zina agulanda party. Bannayuganda bamugulira nda party. Kutegera. It is taxpayers' money. They loot. Bannayuganda wetunasiga ne mentality no Museveni Mezaya Museveni yasasula school fees Museveni tugenda kusigala nga tuli backward. Naye tunasoma psychology papers 50 Nyo tunasoma psychology ene ntu mumalayo tugenda sigala nga tuli basiru. Museveni yankoira kino. Museveni did for me this. Museveni did for me this. Museveni doesn't do for you. Kubanga siya soloza sente ezo tuzimusoloza nduzimuwa siya. That is taxpayers money. Ezo sente za mwiwa musolo. Muganda wange yasoma psychology. Nkwagala nnyo nebeeramu. Beeramu. Era mu conversation yaffe nakupleading de osigale mu noop. Kubanga you cannot survive without any political shade. Tosobola kusurvivinga mu politics wa Uganda without any political belonging. You cannot. You lose purpose. I say this again. You cannot survive without a political shade. You lose the purpose. That's why abantu abamu abala baduka mu party endala ne bajja mu noop, because they're experienced enough to know that if you don't have a political belonging ogenda kugwa nakalwenzo obutakalya. A political party is something very important in someone's political career. If you're focused at any political career, a political party is very important. Tata woke nyini Museveni ya bamugoba mu state house nga Museveni araba bwati. Tama emirundi senior bamugoba mu state house nga Museveni araba bwati. Museveni did not do anything. Naye tata wa Tamale Junior yalemera ku Museveni namwesibako namwogerera namuwana namususuuta because he needed a political belonging. Singa yavayo nasale diro nadde walala, he would lose meaning. Awo abantu bamanya nti oli consistent ku kyoliko. Abantu bamanya nti oli aganaga oli awo tomanyi oli nampa wengwa. Tamale mirundi nasusuuta Museveni nawaana Museveni omwaka ogusooka nawaana Museveni ogwokubiri nawaana Museveni ogwokusatu ne bavumana ne bamuzzaako ku payroll ne bamuwana amagye. Okitegera. Kati nabo kati nono omwana ke kabadika kalese musimanyi nze mpagira Bobi Wine. I only support Bobi Wine only. That is the way I get problems with you abasoma psychology abageze nya balina zi degree. Mwebale kusoma tata. You cannot say that you support Bobi Wine only in the party and you don't support other comrades in the party. No. That's wrong. Nope shouldn't be a political armor. Nope shouldn't be a political shield. Nga tata o senior wakola. Tata woyo omwana yekwese mu Museveni. That's why we oyogera ku Museveni tata woyo omwana atabuka kubanga yekwese mu Museveni. That politics cannot work no more. No. Musimanyi nze mwena are mpagira mu Museveni. Mwena are mpagira mu Museveni. Nze mwena are mpagira mu Museveni. Ebe tebigenda kola mu nupu. Oje mu nupu musimanyi nze mu nupu mpagira mu Bobby. Rubbish. That will not work. Obobadi wa mwe tebigenda kola obwa family obo. Munze mu nupu mpagira mu Kyagulanyi. Nze mu nupu ni wa Bobby. Nedda sebo. Wo wagira nupu olina okuwagira Kaziba Bashiri Mbazira, olina okuwagira Mr. Update Segirinya Muhammad, olina okuwagira Nkunyingi Muwada, olina okuwagira Lubongoya, olina okuwagira Senyonyi. Because they are the people who constitute the party. They are the people who constitute the party. Katika itself in political offices. But kitegeza amaanyi geeyongeddeko. Twabawagira lulinga tebalina political offices kati bazifuna. Kiba kitegeza we are on the coast tulaba gye tulaga. Okitegeera? Kati nga Ssebojja mbunze mpagira Kyagulanyi eka mu Nuupu. No. Mugende Nuupu mugibemu. Nuupu mugireke. Nuupu mugitulekere. Nuupu mugitulekere ffe tujja tumenya. Tujja gyogerera. Tujja gitekerawo. Tujja gikubira ekikono. Tujja giyirawo mubiri. Tujja kukola buli kimu for Nuupu. Mugende mbye mwagala. Temututiisa. Nuupu can survive any storm. Nuupu is surviving the storm y'amaanyi. Nuupu ya surviving abakibalama mu season 1 nawulidde ali mu kulaunchinga season 2. Ne waliyo oyo musajja Paulo simanyi Kagombo ya mupika apikoyo. Ate kibalama ali kumpi kufa. And they will kill him bagambe nti Nuupu yemusse. Tamala Junior bwe banakuba amasaso bane bakutta bagenda gamba Nuupu yekusse kubanga wavuddeyo ne tukwogera nako. They will kill you themselves. Benjini abo boyagala okuddukira okuwana. Junior wangamba nti mwena mu campaign bali wakwa milioni 5 okuva mu NRM munozigana. Junior wali wakava ku somero. You cannot refuse 500 million. Ne tata uya wandika obutabona abutunda paka nakati akyabanja 500 million. Zimukaya. Museveni bape 5 yange. Tumwebazi ya block nga milioni zange 5. Tumwebazi ya block nga milioni zange 5. Tata wakabira 5. Sebo wangamba mbakwa 5 no bigana. Agaliza wanendeka Facebook. Agaliza wanendeka chi Uganda change. Agaliza wanendeka Facebook. Do you know earning 500 million in one day? Nga wakaba ku campus. Mpozi nga ku campus satuka. Agaliza wanendeka Facebook. Agaliza wanendeka Uganda yange. Agaliza wanendeka Facebook. Bane bino ebintu bya serious naye tusekamu. Ebintu bino bya serious naye tusekamu ekyolumu. Omusajja tse ulina kwayogera mbu NRM bampa milioni 5 nenzigana. Naye nga taatawo akaba mumpe 5 byange nawandika akatabo tumwebaze ne mwenda mubloki nze 5 byange biki taatawo akabira 5 naye gwe 5 wabigana ne bannange. Lwaki mwagala okwefula so important? Why do you want to make yourself so important? Let the people make you important. Don't make yourself so important. Tiwayogera nti inazi degree nyingi because wale nabayina zi masters 3. Wale nabayina zi doctorate. Okitegera? Wale nabayina zi PhD. Ba professor. Je bali ba doctor. Je bali nga doctor professor. Nga je bali. Don't make yourself so important on someone. Ata abantu bali mu biyumbe benezi degrees abati China makulu. Okitegera? That is what is surprising. Abantu bali mu biyumbe, abantu bali mu warehouse, abantu bali mu kuvuga zi forklift, abantu bali mu kola emirimu egy'ekisiru nga bayinda zi degree. It is because government ya Museveni degree yaginaabula tekyalina makulu. Never brag that you have a degree. No. Ogamba tuna degree. Sikulaba ngo igwe ne tata osibalaba ngo ku talk show ya Luzungu. I've never seen the Mirundis on a talk show of English. Never. Your father has been speaking for the past 20 years. Simula ngo ku talk show ya Luzungu. No. Mulaba ali ne Kaziba Bashiri Mbazira, mulaba ali ne bagondi, simanyi biki the ego kwa abera program. Kati mwasoma mutuga mwasoma. Wamma mwasoma. Kera kumacha ogende ku front line yo Oluzungu. Kati si kitegere. Mututisa busimanyi na degree in psychology. My brother, get serious in one of the things you speak. Gamba tatao, I've seen Tamale Mirundi speak for the past 20 years. Are you getting? But I've never seen him on a talk show of English. Simula bangako ne junior ya akagraduate ngachali fresh. Omukulu wa psychology asome nnyo. Simula ngo kutoko show ya luzungu. Mulaba kwanika ati karakata, simanyi anika ati sabula, simanyi biki. Kera kumacho ku Simon Kagwanjalo Mugabe, I'm coming to debate issues of national importance. Good morning breeze. Ogeno yuwa Chingereza. Ochitegera. Kera kumacha ogeno okube Chingereza wali mtu gamba mwasoma nnyo, simanyi muli ba professor, simanyi ina waliyo psychologist, waliyo lawyer, simanyi tata, simanyi yasoma amawuli, tata yasoma buli course. Na simanyi communication, tata buli course yagisoma. Why don't you go kubimeza ebyoluzungu cause wakola programs oluzungu, it goes very wide and far. Video sono gisange South Africa ngomuntu ali watching because wagikoze mu luzungu. Omuntu asobo gira banga ali nga is in Morocco cause so many people are following up on politics of Africa like me. Nzo sobola kusanga ngandaba videos za Julius Malema. Ochitegera ngandaba videos za Adama Barrow, ngandaba videos za Sonko. Ochitegera wa Senegal. I mean, I watch everything around the continent. Ndeba buli kimu around the continent kati se mukulu junior. Neta atawo mukere ku macha mutukoyirenga yo videos zigino tambulanga viral. Lwachi mbera mu Luganda nokola programs zo Luganda okuva ku mwaka paka ku mwaka enchano kera ku macha ovuma abantu nasoma psychology nze nasoma nnyo nze nina degree mu psychology simanyi nze we nasoma psychology wante mumanyira tata tulage ko psychology ngeje wakava ku campus go discuss English cause videos zokoze mu luzungu zitambula buli wamu baziraba ochitegera baziraba buli wamu. I've been seeing your father for the past 20 years. Ayogera ku talk show ava ku Palo FM navuga nagenda Kabozi navuga nagenda ku Kingdom Radio navuga nagenda ku Gondi navayo Beat FM buli wamu. I've not seen him speak English. No. Wakera ku macha akera ku barometer akasa meme byagenda ku barometer akasa meme waveyo nagenda ku The Eagle eyo Luganda nabera ku The Eagle waveyo waveyo simula on the sport. I've never seen Tamale Mirundi on the sport. I've never seen Tamale Mirundi on the fourth estate. Sibalabangako siranko Tamale Mirundi ku front line simulabangako ne family. I've not seen them. But abasomenye family yasomenye inazi degree. Mukere ku macha mugende mutujikire mutogere ku luzungu. No da musimanyi baliye bakadama sebo. Mugende mutogere ku luzungu. Kale I've challenged you mugende twogere mu luzungu ku front line. Oba ku morning breeze kale genda ku morning breeze omale sawa namba ngoli kufumula luzungu tato ina degree. Oba vayo genda ku Gondi genda ku on the spot Patrick Kamara is there genda to form your luzungu nani kati sabula ani kati karakata abera mu mute muntu manyira na muzidiguliza mmwe toddamu kwogera ku bya degree toddamu kubanga buli omwana ina degree na kuzino. Everyone has a degree nowadays. Stop talking ebya degree biveko ebya degree byesonyiwe. Junior, if you speak to the public right now, don't speak about your degree because everyone has a bachelor's right now. Everyone has a bachelor's. Buli omwana ina bachelor's degree kati toddamu na byogera msimanyi nze nasoma nnyo na degree bikuswaza bikulabisa my brother. My young brother bikulabisa. Mbusinze nasoma degree nasoma no wakatandika butandisi n'okusoma. Ne degree wakajifuna tonagimalamu na myaka 2. Degree tonagimalamu na myaka egi ng'ogirina tonagimalamu na 2 years. You don't know how the world works. Katonda badde akuyambye omenye bulungi breakthrough yezze. You're having a bright future in politics. Gyolaga olabayo okitegeera. The way you are Amanda Mungubugo, who is going to trust you again? Hakuna. Hakuna. Hey, tusakamu na ebintu bino byadda. Ba interviewers bamanyi Luganda. Agende ko muzoluzungu. Kyagulanywe bali kujja tulabye ebinene. Mwana mwanyinaze mwana Sarah Becky ogere. Mwana Becky tulabye ebintu. Tulabye abantu bano nga bakyusa amatayito. Tulabye abantu bano nga beeyuwa amanda mu mbugo. Tulabye ebinene nga Kyagulanyaze. Tulabye abapretendinga. Tulabye abafere. Tulabye abayaye. Tulabye agabbi. Tulabye gakondo. That's the same thing that I have. Ne Prime Minister wa Uganda. Prime Minister Nabanja mu Mugambe. Si Prime Minister wa Buganda. Nabanja tandika okwogera ku Luzungu. Okuva bakulondo ne bakuba Prime Minister tuyogera nko statement ya Luzungu. Nabanja, you are representing people in Gulu. You have to speak to people in Karamoja. You have to speak to people in Yumbe. You have to speak to my uncles in Koboko. You have to speak to my uncles in Arua. You have to speak to my uncles in Gulu town. You have to speak to my uncles in Lira town. Nabanja, toli Prime Minister wa Buganda. Oli Prime Minister wa Uganda. Nabanja, tani kokogera ku Luzungu. Nabanja, I've not seen you make a statement of 5 minutes okuba fuka Prime Minister. Okuba Museveni okuba Prime Minister. Sikula nkongo yogera Luzungu the statement bili. How do you expect someone in a beam to hear what you're saying and understand? How do you expect someone in Kotido to understand what you speak? Nabanja, if you're not worth that job, you have a right to leave the office. Oguleke omulimo Mugambe Museveni sijja kugusobola. Tender in your resignation. Aisha bin Amis. Nabanja nyabo mwebe bamune batamana emirundi kutulekanira mu Luganda buli kaseera. You're in a position, you're in a big position, you are the leader of government business. Gwe yabadde yekyanga wano mugaba sente oyogera Luganda lokka. Throughout. Nabanja nyabo toli Prime Minister wa Buganda. Okitegera? Nabanja is P2 English. Nabanja webereremu twagala otandika communicating na Uganda yonna si communicating na Buganda region. Okitegera? Ni yogera Oluzungu. Bako wa Prime Minister nga tewetagese Oluzungu oleka. Bako wa Prime Minister nga Oluzungu olulesewa. Waite wetegese. You weren't ready. Uja kwa sambu simanyi you are fishermen and fisherwomen. No. Mbu nafunya abavubi. Museveni atategeza abavubi benyini bali abavuba. Yali ategeza ati afunya abomu kyalo naye nyabo. Tuwe kwase ekyo mbusimanyi kigaano okwogera Oluzungu Museveni yagamba yafuna abavubi nedda nyabo. Afulufiga ebyo Oluzungu abireke. Yogera Oluzungu Nabanja if you're communicating to the nation. If you're communicating to the nation, speak to a language that everyone will listen to and hear and to understand what you're speaking about. Because we have our brother in Lira, we have our brothers in Gulu, we have our brothers in Kotido, we have our brothers in Abim, we have our people in Arua, we have our people in Koboko, Yumbe, Kamdin, all those areas. Please try to speak a language that everyone can listen to and understand what you're talking about. Ochiga Nabanja. Linda Beni wali kugonnomulako ekifo ky'amayega ng'owumudde kwa Prime Minister wa Museveni. Awo tumanye nti oli Prime Minister wa Buganda. Awo yoko ofuumuula oteekemu ebisoko byonna ofuumuule Oluganda lwonna. Okitegeera? Junior, my brother Junior. Sagala nange nkukuba akatambi ka kiso oba kiso oba jiso eyange. Sagala kukuba nange katambi. Sirika kola bikwatako nupu oba ogivuddemu sirika. oba okyagirimu, come on board. Ebyekisiru bye mugamba musimanyi nze mpagira Kyagulanyi yekka, ebyo taatawo byayogera yogera eyo, musimanyi nze mpagira Museveni yekka. That doesn't imply NUP. NUP, we are unity. It is national unity platform. That's why unity. We are unity platform. We are the unity platform. National unity platform. Unity platform. Titimu bino musimanyi nze ndi mu people power mpagira Bobi Wine nedda sebo. That nonsense should stop. Ebyo kasasiro wa mugomogera tata is riding on that. Nze ndi mwenare muna mpagira Museveni. No. Reo moving in your father's footsteps. Now this time around, Sebo, you're dealing with people who can think for themselves. Your father used to deal with people who used to listen to only him speak, and nobody could stand in to challenge him. But now you're dealing with people who reason. You're dealing with a generation where having a degree is just a mere qualification, not so vital to hold a bachelor's degree in Uganda right now. Remember, most of the young men and the women in diaspora, our sisters working as maids in Saudi Arabia and in the Gulf, remember, most of them are graduates with bachelor's degrees in those biyumbas, as you say them. Stop undermining people. Learn to respect people. The reason as to why we are in this struggle, and the reason as to why we earn some little respect, because we respect others. The reason as to why we earn some little respect, it's because we respect others. No one will respect you before you respect yourself and respect them. Then they will respect you back. If you turn into an idiot, we shall all be idiots. If you turn into some sense, we shall also turn into some sense. If you turn violent, we shall be violent. We shall not massage you as you're trying to blackmail people as you're speaking ill about the party. No. We shall not shun away from speaking about the facts. This is the National Unity Platform. An attack on a fellow analyst or a fellow person who broadcasts a fellow activist is an attack on me. If you attack an activist, you are attacking me. I have a right to defend a fellow activist. My brother, please watch yourself. Watch your tongue. You're just a young man. You're starting to sketch life as everybody else. You're sketching life. You're still a young man. You have to learn to respect people. And it is not that all the time you think about something that you have to speak it out to the media. No, my brother. Most of the people that you speak to who are in the diaspora are educated people. They are people holding degrees. They have the qualification to be in parliament. Please behave like a normal human being. Behave like you have a degree in psychology. Because if you have a degree in psychology, you have to speak things that are really suitable to your profession. Your profession, you have to speak things that are suitable to your profession. You're professional somewhere, you hold a bachelor's degree in psychology, please. It's all about thinking. Psychology is all about thinking. Please use that psychology with some little sense. Please, my brother, this is a war to fight for the freedom of Ugandans. It's not about the payment. It's not about Musala. We've invested a lot of money. We support boys back home. We've stood by them in this pandemic. We've spent money going for activism in the very first states in Washington D.C. We've gone to the Capitol Hill. We've gone to the UN. We've moved around. We've gone to the White House, trying to fight for Uganda. We are not planning to receive anything in return. This is our own obligation. We are not on payroll. It's our own role. It is our own choice. It is our own objectives that we know that Uganda should be transformed. Uganda should be transformed, my brother. It's not about money. Uganda should change to the better. not changing to the worst every other day that passes by. Uganda is changing to the worst. Every day is changing to the worst. That's why we are standing, we are spending every penny that we have, we are spending the small dollars that we earn to make sure, because we have a right to shun everything that talks about Uganda. We have a right to keep quiet. We have a right to go off social media. We have a right to cease and stop talking about Uganda. But because we are the real patriots who come and stand out and say, Museveni, you've done this. This is wrong. Diana, you've stolen money. This is wrong. Because we feel the pain of Uganda into our hearts. It's so good that you've traveled. I heard about you traveled to Dubai, Junior. Junior, you traveled to Dubai. You saw the development that is in these countries. That's what we wish for Uganda. That's what we are here to fight for. Most of the people always ask, Lwachi bakadama bagiranyo Bobi Wine? Lwachi bakadama bagiranyo Bobi Wine? Lwachi abantu abali ebodu bagiranyo Bobi Wine? No, it's because we've seen the developments in these countries which were doing better than them in the 70s, but they are far better than us right now. It's just about 30 years past. 30 years before, Uganda was doing so well than Dubai. Uganda used to feed Dubai. Uganda used to feed Singapore. 30 years ago. 30 years down the road, Museveni has spoiled everything. People even are failing to have a single day meal in Uganda. People are failing to have a single day meal in Uganda. The reason as to why people in diaspora support Bobi Wine so much, because we are exposed. We see beautiful airports that can be built in Uganda at a small cost. We see beautiful roads. We see beautiful tunnels that are affordable in Uganda. That if you put the taxpayers' money into proper utilization, you can achieve all these things. This is not, we see nice things in this country. This is not rocket science. This is not rocket science. These things are possible. These things are doable in our countries. That's why we fight tooth and nail to make sure that we speak about the ills that happen in our country. We're not here for money. Those who wanted money, you saw them, the Peng-Pengers have left. They were here for money. The Peng-Pengers, that group, Ashbag Kato, they left for money. Ash Full Figure, they left for money. We are at war. Don't expect a salary during the war. We are at war fighting the dictator. We are at war fighting the dictator. You don't expect to ask for salary. And we don't even expect you to ask for salary. We are at war right now. We are fighting to liberate the country. It's so nice for someone to earn at least $300 or $200 a day in Uganda. That's when you know that no one will beg me for money. Like in these countries, people don't beg each other for money. No, because everyone can earn for themselves. Everyone can earn and spend the way they want. So, my brother, we are not here for money. We are here by choice, because we want our country to do better. We want our country to be, because our country is blessed with natural resources. We have the best environment. We have the best nature. We have trees which Museveni is slashing down, giving out to investors. We have nice forests. We have the baboons which are remaining in the world, about 400, and the 300 are in Uganda. We are blessed with wild chimpanzees. We are blessed with waterfalls. Uganda is a beauty. We have oil. We have gas. We have everything. We have the sand that makes mirrors. Sand in Luera makes mirrors. We have beauty. We have everything in our country. We have every resource to transform Uganda into a first world country. But it's because you have thieves, you have rebels who transformed into thieves, holding Ugandans captive. That's why these things cannot be implemented. Uganda is blessed with we have the best weather. We can farm throughout the year. We can do agriculture throughout the year in, year out. We can cultivate throughout the year in, year out, cultivating. But these people, they have snow here. Snow can fall for 6 months or 5 months, and you stop cultivating. In Uganda, you can cultivate from January to January. But here, people cultivate for only 5 months. They harvest, they store food for the next season. Those who are blessed to have some money to cultivate in shelters, they build big shelters and tents. They are few, but they plan for the future. That if we have snow for the past 1 year, for the past 6 months, are we able to sustain our country, our people to be feeding for the 6 months that the snow will be falling? That's all planned for. But we are blessed that we have a weather that can allow Ugandans to cultivate throughout the year. Even though the government only concentrates and invests into agriculture, Ugandans can liberate themselves from the poverty they are languishing, they are swimming in right now. So, musajja wattu, musajja wange Mike Blaza, yasoma psychology. Mulekera okudulira abantu. You always say simanyi tosobola kuba munaku, simanyi tosobola simanyi you can live without nope, simanyi. This is not all about money. We know you can live without NUP. It's not all about money. It's all about our country. We've seen these things, they're doable. We've seen them act. We've seen people stealing money and resign from office. That thing too can happen in Uganda. We've seen people stealing taxpayers' money and they resign. And as little as $10,000. And the moment they notice that you stole $10,000, before they do an investigation on you, you resign very, very quickly. And the reason as to why you resign very quickly, to keep your 401k, to keep your retirement benefits, because if they investigate and they find you guilty, they will take away your retirement package. Those are the punishments that we want for for these politicians and these people holding political positions, political offices. Put serious punishments. That if you're found guilty of any fraud, they take away all your retirement benefits. They sell your properties to recover the money that you stole from government. That's how we shall be able to curb out the corruption that is people still with impunity, people still with bragging, knowing that they are untouchables. Let's take it. Ruth Namayanja. Yeah, they were not earning. So yeah, I saw my brother yasoma psychology. No, we are not at a time of portioning money to someone. No, this is not the time of portioning money to people. This is a time of fighting. Tuchali mu lutalo. Ochitegere. Nkuba kyeyo awagira Museveni musiru Talina tulina okuwagira Kyagulanyi Sendamu. Okitegeera bwe kiri era amuwagira oloti erimu mbogula. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, tuli mu lutalo. Tulina okuwangula because we are fighting with very old people. We are fighting with very old people. We must win. We must win. These people are exhausted. We must win. These people are so tired. Tebalina kye batugamba. Okitegeera? So, mwebale nnyo abategeera ensonga bannange. Big up on yourselves. Mr. Update, Mr. Muhammad Segirinya, the Honorable MOP, Kawempe North. I appreciate the work you're doing. I appreciate the courage that you have to help everyone that comes along your way for help. Thank you for supporting the needy. Thank you for standing with the people amidst this trying time. Thank you for everything you did for me during my trying times when I lost my jaja. I appreciate you, Honorable Segirinya, please. Webale nnyo byonna bye wankolera, bwe nafiirwa jjajja wange, wanjirawo omubiri muganda wange, neyanziza nnyo neyanzege. Ne byonna byokolera bannayuganda n'abantu, kubanga Segirinya tayamba bantu. Honorable Segirinya tayamba bantu bali mu constituency ye bokka. He helps people around. Buli wamu ayamba. Mr. Update, webale omutima ogwo cause bantu batono nnyo abasobola okukola byokola. ani byonna obikola lwakuba mwana olina omutima ogubikola. We've seen so many rich men okitegeera abatasobola bikola, rich businessmen nenga bo bawaayo kubalaba. Era Hamu Kigundu yamanya nti okuwaayo sente alina okuyita cameras ayogere n'okwogera nti awaddeyo. Naye sente zo singa yaziguliramu akawunga n'agabira abantu. Very many people right now bandi bade balina ku kyokulya. Naye obawaayo lwakuba kamera okitegeera. Naye Mr. Update byonna byokola betumanya ne byetutamanya naye nga birungi bigattako. Thank you so much. Webale nnyo, webale kunjirawo mubiri, webale kuyirawo ne bakomredi bonna omubiri bonna. Thank you a lot Mr. Update. Mukama Katonda akugabirire akuwe byakabi. Kitegeera. Ne President wa Robert Kyagulanyi Sentamu nawe tukuteka mu maaso ga Allah. Allah akusasire, Allah akutaase emisege, Allah akutaase sheitani zonna ezi planning ebibi. Allah akutukuumire kubanga gwe taala yaffe President Kyagulanyi. Please tweyanziza nnyo, mwebale kubaako ku the Updates online page. Buli kimu kyonna tuba tukiraba tubayo mu Kamoli. Buli muntu yenna postinga ku President waffe tuba tukiraba. Buli muntu yenna ayirawo for the struggle tuba tukiraba. Ne mwebale nnyo, mwebalire ddala. Mubeere bulungi, mweraba. People power, our power. NUP everywhere NUP. Mubeere bulungi, aluta continua. Tukyali mu lutalo. Teri kuzikiza. Mubeere bulungi, mweraba.